Hey everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here for Everyday Inspiration. This is the photo we're being inspired by, and it's brought to us by Jen. And I'll also be using my Shop It kit from my Shop It or Stash It series that I do with Daisy. So I'm pretty excited today because I'm finally going to be using the photos of my daughter and her teapot. Now, if you've kind of been following me, you'll know I've tried to use these photos multiple times and they never make it onto my layout. Something happens and it just doesn't work. Mostly because of the fact that they are 4x4 and there's 3 of them, and I wanted to use all of them at that size. I didn't want to shrink them down or anything like that. And so I kind of struggled. I actually didn't want to make them a flip book, but that is what they are going to become. I just embraced the flip book. But I'm playing. So my idea here is I'm getting inspired because of how girly the photo is. This is a photo of Jen's daughter does dance competitions, and I think all of her entire spring basically is consumed with dance and lots of laundry, I'm sure. But there's those ballet slippers, and it's just all so pretty and girly, and I couldn't think of anything more girly in my life than my daughter playing with the teapot. Of course, this was taken last year. She's now 2 and even more girlier than she was back then, if that's possible. So I went with that type of theme rather than anything directly from the photo. I just kind of took the theme of the photo to be inspired by today. And I'm going to do kind of a pretty basic type of design, something that lots of scrapbookers do, where you take the first third of the top of the page with pattern paper, and then you put your photo in the middle, do a little design, and call it done. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing today, mostly because I wanted to use some of the pattern papers I hadn't quite touched yet, and I really wanted to use the one with, it's from Pink Fresh Studios. The back of it is this beautiful, just tiny little floral, and the front of it is a more softer design with 2 really pretty florals kind of flowing off the layout. And I chose that piece of pattern paper for our kit. Daisy and I each got to pick a piece of pattern paper we had to use in our kits, and this one was mine. And I picked it especially for these beautiful florals. So I went ahead and fussy cut them out, and I'm going to feature them on this layout. I do end up taking one of them, so not this one. This one's going to stay intact, but the other one right there, and cut it. The reason why is I wanted to kind of encapsulate, I guess, my photo, if that makes sense. And so by cutting it and being able to place another one on the bottom, it makes the perfect spot for journaling or something to go down in that little kind of left area right there. But I also liked how it kind of makes a little bit of a circle and your eye kind of flows back to the photo that way. So I'm going to go with that. I'm also doing a double border here. So the first one is the soft pink butterflies. I love that. It is from a paper pad, hot by pad from Michaels, from a spring collection. I can't remember. I think it's Spring Fling or something like that. And then the very background one is going to be just a piece from Simple Stories I've had forever. And it just happened to, I like the color. I felt it worked really well. It was a nice grounding. And then as I'm looking at this cut apart sheet, I saw Daydreamer, and I felt like the colors obviously work perfectly, but I love that. I feel like that's such a great title for this photo. So I'm working with it. Also, there is cups and saucers on this, so I had to cut that out. And if you saw my layout a while ago about a tea party I went to for Mother's Day, and I didn't add any tea things, and how I was like, how is this possible? I added tea things to this teacup layout. So I'm very proud of myself. I remembered to do it, but I'm just going to use it as just another border there. I really like how it kind of, it doesn't soften it because both the colors are kind of darker, but the lighter colors on that little strip kind of help, and they kind of flow with the colors that are in the navy paper, which actually brings the colors out a little more. So I really loved the way that looked. And then on that cut apart, there's also this little square that says something about tea. And I am going to fussy cut that out as well. And I'm going to place that on one of the florals on the left-hand side there. Love it. I then went into my pre-made word thickers that I have for this kit, and I'm going to pull out the word magical. I struggled pulling this word off the paper. I don't know if it's just because it's the way it's designed, but I really struggled with getting it off, but thankfully it came off all in one piece. And so now my title, instead of just being Daydreamer, is going to be Magical Daydreamer. And my journaling is just going to talk about how much she loved this teapot she received as a gift, and she plays with it, and she still does. She likes to just lift the lid and close it because it then sings a song, and she absolutely loves it. And she received it as a gift from Daisy. So Auntie Daisy did good. She passed on a few toys that her kids used to play with, and they are definitely being replayed with here at my house with my little ones. So it's kind of nice having a best friend whose kids are a little bit older. I benefit from that. And so, and then of course, because I wanted to bring in a little bit more of that sparkle, I'm just going to put little dots in the middle of the florals there to kind of wrap all of that up. I like that. Again, it just kind of makes it so the magical doesn't look out of place. I then try to add like some word phrases and a few different things. And I'll be honest with you, not like anything else makes it onto this layout, with the exception of a yellow sticker, because there is yellow in this layout. I wanted to add that somewhere, and a butterfly cut apart, not a cut apart, but an ephemera piece that I'm going to put on top of the word Daydreamer to kind of help make that. You're going to see I'm going to move everything over a little bit, and it just kind of centers the whole title, and my photo goes underneath that. But that's it. So a really, really basic layout, but I love it. I feel like it's soft and pretty, and it just works for me. And I'm mostly just so excited that I got these photos scrapped, because if you've, like I said, if you've been following me, you know I've been trying to scrap them for a long time, and they finally made it. I did also, you can see right now, got a little bit of washi on this layout. So I'm still struggling with using my washi. I have a feeling that if you are the winner of this kit that you're getting from me and Daisy, you're going to get most of what's left in that washi thing, because I just can't seem to get it used up. So I'm trying to use it, but I'm struggling. So don't be surprised if you're the winner if you receive that rest of that washi kit. And yeah, so please make sure you head on over and check out everyone else's takes. I am really excited to see what happens with this, especially for Dolly. I'm wondering where she goes with it. And I know Crystal, and I believe, well, obviously Jen, because this is Jen's photo, and Daisy, I think they all have daughters that are in some form of dance, one way or the other. So it'll be fun to really see that. This is a neat inspiration piece. I was excited. It was a bit of because my daughter's still so young, she doesn't do that. And I was kind of thinking maybe I could do something about her love of watching Wiggles and dancing to Wiggles. That was kind of my first thought there, but I just decided to take it in a different way, because I figured it would be heavily dance documented this month. And so I wanted to show you just another way you can take an inspiration piece and go with it. So take the whole photo, step back, look at the photo of inspiration, see what it says to you, and go ahead and use that as inspiration for scrapping. All right, so I'm just about done here. You're going to see my finished layout, and thanks everyone so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Bye everyone.